Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's turned into a beautiful afternoon here at Palm Springs Stadium. We're set for our second game of our doubleheader today as the Washington Blue Sox will take on the Palm Springs Chill. The Blue Sox come into today 2-1. They've been playing, frankly, excellent baseball as far from what I've seen the past few days so far since the season started. The Chill, they're looking to get back on track. They've lost back-to-back games, including a very difficult loss yesterday at the stadium, coming at the hands of the Grizzly. They were up 3-0 at one point, 3-1 going into the fifth inning were the Chill. The Grizzly were able to push 4 runs across in the fifth, aided by 5 wild pitches and a pass ball. Chill also didn't help themselves out. They committed 3 errors in the field in part of that 7-4 loss yesterday to the Grizzly. Interesting matchup coming up. Blue Sox batting 184 as a team, and the Chill hitting 309. But Blue Sox have been excellent on the mound, 2.92 team ERA through the first 3 games. They've manufactured their runs through 16 stolen bases, by far leading the league. I'm Evan Schmeiser, joined by Joey Santa. There was originally going to be a 95% chance of rain going into today. I know we talked about that a little bit on the broadcast yesterday. We have some overcast clouds right now. We can see the absolutely picturesque shade in center and right field going through the mountaintops. And honestly, really is a picturesque view. We're just about set to get going. Christian Zellner on the mound for the Chill. And this is what the lineup will look like for the Blue Sox they'll be facing. Malcolm Smith as he fouls the first pitch off 0-1. Malcolm Smith leading off playing center field. Alejandro Lara playing shortstop, batting second. Aaron Gex, the right fielder, will bat third. Then in the cleanup spot will be Calvin Rucker, who's playing first. Batting fifth will be Taylor Maldonado behind the plate. Alexander Ford over at third base. Garrett Boyer will play second. That pitch is fouled up to the right side as it bangs around the bleachers about 5 rows up on the right side. The count moves to 0-2. Zachary Berg, the designated hitter, will bat 8th. Jonathan Suarez will bat 9th, and he's in left field for the Blue Sox. Quickly, here's the 0-2 pitch. That breaking ball is in the dirt, 1-2.
Zellner is a two-way player. He's a right-handed pitcher like we're seeing him do right now. He's also a utility player. 6'1", 190 pounds is the 28-year-old out of Forest Lake, Minnesota, enjoying this nice Palm Springs weather.
Malcolm Smith check swings. That puts up the first base line. Gloved by the first baseman, Knoll, and he'll take it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted, 1 batter, 1 out for Zellner and the Chill.
Nice start there to the game for Zellner, attacking that strike zone early on.
That'll bring up Alejandro Lara. Mentioned just a moment ago, batting in the second hole. Quick first out, recorded by the Chill and Zellner. His first pitch is in there, a breaking ball in the outer half, strike 1.
Lara's having a good start to this 2023 California Winter League season, coming in batting .500, 2 for 4.
That pitch hits right off the pant leg of Lara. It was a fastball towards the inner half, and it just barely grazed off the legging. So a 1-out base runner for the Blue Sox on the hit-by pitch. Now will bring up the right fielder, Aaron Gex.
Zellner looking for a ground ball to either Bass or Kim, the second baseman or shortstop.
Gex 1 for 5 in 3 games played with a couple RBIs. Takes a fastball on the inner half. Backs him off the plate for a moment, but the count moves to 0-1 nonetheless. The Chill will look to turn 2. Cameron Bass, the second baseman, Hungwoo Kim, the shortstop up the middle. And another fastball on the inner half, 0-2. Nicholas Knowles over at first base for the Chill. Cale Thompson is the third baseman. The outfield looks like this. Paul Moreau in left. A.J. Pollock's the center fielder. Phillip Rowe is over in right. Aaron Cook behind the plate. And, of course, it's Zellner on the mound. As he works out of the stretch, he comes set. Slide steps an 0-2 pitch. That ball's fouled straight back by Gex. Bit of an off-balance swing on the fastball.
Zellner left that 0-2 pitch a little bit too much over the plate. Gex wishes he had that pitch back.
61-degree overcast day here at Palm Springs. Only about a 10% chance of rain. Doesn't look likely that we'll see anything. Zellner says slide steps the 0-2. Big swing and a miss from Gex. Got him out in front on a changeup. And now there's 2 outs here in the top of the first. Now I'll bring up the cleanup man, Calvin Rucker. Rucker 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. He's drawn 4 walks through his first 3 games.
Rucker has a good eye at the plate.
A lot of standing and watching as that ball's fouled at the plate. Kind of moves to 0-1.
Yeah, Rucker hasn't gotten a lot of pitches to drive yet. But as he steps in, he's looking to get a few hits and opportunities in this game.
Mentioned a moment ago, Blue Sox lineup trying to get on track, hitting only 184 through their first 3 games. We'll see if Lara takes off, though. Big swing and a miss. Oh, he might be calling a rundown. Throw goes behind Rucker, and he's going to be safe over at second base. The catcher, Cook, had Lara in a rundown. He kind of stumbled in the middle of the base pass, threw behind him at first, and nowhere near enough time for Nick Knoll to try and cut him down. So that has to go down as a stolen base.
No hesitation at all from Lara as soon as Cook threw it down to first base. A nice job of Lara going to second.
Though 2 pitches sprayed foul left side off the camera well. The count remains 0-2. The cleanup man, Rucker, at the plate. Now it's Lara over at second base. A chance for a 2-out RBI. The slide step, that fastball is chopped softly up the middle. Kim up with it, throws off balance. The throw is wide of the bag. Knoll able to come off to his left and apply the tag to retire the side. So Blue Sox do threaten with the hit by pitch to Lara, able to advance to second base in the midst of the rundown. But the Blue Sox will go down here in the top of the first. We'll see the Chill take their first swings in the bottom half when we return in just a moment. We're just about set for the bottom of the first inning, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Roybal just finishing up his final warm-up pitches for the Blue Sox. Zellner for the Chill, able to record a scoreless frame, allowing just the hit batter. No damage beyond that. This will be the second start of the season on the mound for Roybal. The only game he threw came came against the Bombers. Went 3 innings, allowing just 2 hits. He earned the save coming out of the bullpen. He recorded a couple punch-outs, no walks. So second appearance overall, his first start. Cameron Bass will dig in to face him. Of course, the leadoff man playing second. He'll also face Hyun-Woo Kim at the shortstop spot, then Nicholas Knoll batting third, Paul Morrow, the cleanup man, and followed by Phillip Rowe, A.J. Pollock, Aaron Cook in the 7th spot behind the plate. Jeffrey Pellegrino's the designated hitter. And, of course, Cale Thompson in the 9th spot for the Chill. Working out of the lineup is Roybal. He gets a big swing and a miss from Cameron Bass. The count moves to 1-1. Good-looking fastball right there.
Take a look at the defense real quick. Rucker on the right side of the infield is at first base. Boyer at second. On the left side, Lara at short, Ford at third base. And out in the outfield, from left to right, is Suarez, Smith, and Gex.
Cameron Bass fouls that one straight back. Another good-looking fastball from Roybal.
Maldonado will do the catching behind the plate for the Blue Sox.
Cameron Bass playing in all 3 of the games so far for the Chill. He's 1 for 7 with a run scored. He's looking to try and get on track, join the offensive party. Chill hitting .309 coming into this game, and that's a breaking ball taken low and in the dirt. Count moves to 1-2.
Had a pitch to work with there, trying to get a chase from Bass. We'll see where he goes here with the 1-2.
2-2 the count to Cameron Bass. Roybal set out of the windup, and he deals. That ball's hit in the air, foul, right side out of play, and that'll settle into some of the tree branches just beyond the outer fence. Count moves to 1-2. Looks like we have 1 or 2 teams practicing on the turf field just beyond the right field wall. All is quiet besides that on this peaceful, overcast day. Roybal set in the windup. He deals. That ball's on the ground. The second baseman Boyer up there on a couple of hops. Curl up over the first, and he gets Bass by 3 steps. So 1 batter, 1 down for the Chill.
Both these pitchers are settling in early. Sometimes we see the pitchers have rough first innings, but it looks good so far for both Roybal and Zellner.
Now I'll bring up Hyun-Woo Kim. Kim playing shortstop today for the Chill. Takes a first pitch fastball on the outside corner. Roybal able to work ahead in the count once again. Kim 4 for 8 over his first 3 games with a double. So he's off to a pretty fast start for this rock-solid Chill lineup. He takes a fastball a little low, 1-1.
When you say fast, that reminds me of Hyun-Woo Kim. Kim has shown off his speed once he's reached base. Almost automatic when stealing bases.
Kim has stolen 3 out of the 7 bases the Chill have stolen as a team. Takes a fastball a little bit outside, 2-1.
Yeah, almost accounting for a half of the stolen bases for the entire team.
Well, you can get certain statistics like that coming up within the first week of any season. A little longer looking this time from Roybal on the mound. Now he's set, and he deals out of the windup. That ball's chopped high, bouncer to the shortstop Lara. Gets on a couple of hops, fires across the diamond, in time, 2 away.
Nice job from Lara. His internal clock working against Kim, knowing he must get rid of the ball fast. And Lara did exactly that. Delivered a strike to Rucker at first base.
As the big righty Nicholas Knoll will settle in to the box, 0 for 3 with a hit-by pitch in his first 3 games. We've talked a few times about some of the tricky hops we see once the ball gets from the grass into the infield dirt, as Knoll swings and misses at a breaking ball going down and away from him, 0-1. So good job handling that chopper from Lara.
Nick Knoll and I went to high school together.
What a small world.
California. We both went to Nevada Union High School. We were both miners here in the Golden State, known for the mining back in the 1800s.
Another one. Check swing outside on a breaking ball, 1-1. That is funny, Joey. It's amazing how small of a world it is,
It
even with
really is.
even
I
with
know.
players coming in, some locals, some all the way across the country, or even halfway across the world in Taiwan and Japan. Roybal set with the 1-1. That ball's line foul down the right field line.
And coming from such a small town in Northern California, there's hundreds and hundreds of small towns in California. Funny coincidence there. Me and Nick played fall ball together in high school. During the spring season, I was a volleyball player, so I couldn't play volleyball and baseball at the same time. If those were in different seasons, I would have been doing both.
Roybal set with the 1-2. He winds and deals. That ball's trickled out in front of the plate. Roybal picks it up. He fires over the first in time. Nice athletic play from Roybal, charging in from in front of the mound. So 1-2-3, go the Chill. Excellent inning from Roybal. So we're through one full in a scoreless ball game when we return. We're all set for the top of the second inning, ladies and gentlemen, in a scoreless ball game between the Blue Sox and the Chill. It'll be 5-6-7 due up for the Blue Sox. The backstop made for Roybal, Taylor Maldonado. Then Alexander Ford to follow. And Garrett Boyer will be the third man hitting this inning. Swing at the first pitch is Maldonado. He laces that one up the middle over the glove of Zellner for a base hit. First pitch swing is Maldonado, and that gives the Blue Sox a leadoff man aboard.
Maldonado ready to hit as soon as he stepped in that batter's box. Not waiting long, swinging at the first pitch. Nice piece of hitting there from Maldonado, driving it right back where it came from.
And that'll bring up Alexander Ford. Very limited opportunities over the first three games so far. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. He takes a fastball a little low and outside, 1-0. He gets to start today, so definitely an opportunity to get his share of at-bats. The Chill will look to turn two. The second baseman Bass and shortstop Kim are shaded towards the middle. A big swing and a miss right there from the lefty Ford.
Ford still looking for his first hit in this young 2023 California Winter League season.
Short lead at first from Maldonado. Not much of a threat to run. And a late swing from Ford. He kind of just sends it into the screen to the left side.
Swing right there, trying to stay alive.
Oh, 0-2 the count to Ford. Seeing Zellner work out the stretch. There goes the runner. That pitch is hit foul left side. Kind of another defensive swing. Sent into the left side. So we'll do it again. 1-2 the count to Ford. Chill looking to turn two. Taylor Maldonado led off the top of the second inning with a base hit through the middle. See if he runs again like he did last time. He does not go. That pitch is towards the middle, And it's going to be in the center field for a base hit. Stopping at second is Maldonado. Puts him on first and second, nobody out. Pretty good attempt there from the shortstop, Kim, trying to deke the runner as if he was going to make the catch, but the ball kind of settled into shallow center field nonetheless.
Zellner leaving a couple pitches out over the plate. Nice job from Maldonado and Ford to take advantage of that.
Brings up Garrett Boyer with men on first and second, nobody out. First pitch he sees is inside for ball one. Boyer 1 for 4 in his first 3 games with 3 punch-outs. RBI opportunity for Boyer. Once again, the Chill will look to turn 2. That breaking ball is taking at the knees, 1-1.
Well, Evan, after the first inning, I thought it was going to be a pitching duel throughout this game, but right here in the second inning, traffic on the bases and with nobody out for Zellner.
A lot can change in a hurry in the California Winter League at any level. That ball's trickled out to shortstop. Kim up with it, flips to second for 1, just barely gets him in time. That's all they'll get.
Yeah, that ball wasn't hit hard enough for Kim at short to try and turn that double play, so Bass did the smart thing and got the sure out and didn't throw over to first base.
Going to third on the play is Maldonado. Boyer safe at first. Alexander Ford forced out at second. So puts men on first and third with 1 out. That brings up Zachary Berg. Berg 1 for 5 with a run scored over his first 3 games. Looking for his first RBI. Swings the first pitch on a couple hops to the third baseman Thompson. He bobbles for a moment, tries to get it over the first, and the call is safe at first base. It was close. Bang, bang. Ford is safe at second base. And Zachary Berg reaches on an error. Looked like Thompson did everything right at first. He squared the ball up nicely. Just kind of bounced up, hit right off of his stomach, and not enough time to try and make the play. So bases are loaded for the 9-man in the order, Jonathan Suarez. He takes a good fastball at the knees on the inside half for strike 1.
Yeah, if you're Zellner right now, you are hunting for a strikeout with the bases loaded, trying to keep this a 0-0 game here early in the game.
Suarez takes that time called inside. Backed him off the plate just a little bit. 1-1 the count.
And if not a strikeout for Zellner, he's looking for an unproductive out, pop up in the infield.
Suarez check swings. He does go around on a breaking ball going down and away.
Or a lazy ground ball to the infield.
Suarez 0 for 2 with a walk in limited opportunity so far. That's with the bases loaded and 1 out in a scoreless ballgame in the top of the second. He swings and misses, tied up on a fastball on the inner half. A big second out for Zellner on the mound.
Yeah, Evan, that was a huge strikeout for Zellner, exactly what he was looking for with the bases loaded and less than 2 outs. What he did well in that at-bat was get ahead in the count, and then that opens up more of his pitches as the at-bat goes along.
Swing at the first pitch is Smith, and that ball's deposited in the right field for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes a second. The throw to the plate is high. Sliding in safely is Garrett Boyer. So 2 runs come across for the Blue Sox, and a 2-run single for Malcolm Smith. Two big RBIs for Smith. The Blue Sox take a 2-0 lead and a chance for more with men on second and third. So again, the first pitch is Lara, and that ball is hit well in the left field, but a great catch by Murrow. Over his shoulder, going back. He was playing shallow at first. That retires the side and saves 2 runs for the Chill. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. The Blue Sox able to deliver a big 2-run RBI single from Malcolm Smith to get the struggling Blue Sox offense going. We'll be back to see the Chill try and answer back in just a moment. We're set for the bottom of the second inning. I'm Evan Schmeiser, joined by Joey Senna. Chill looking to answer back after the Blue Sox were able to deliver 2 runs in their top half of the second, thanks to a Malcolm Smith 2-run single with the bases loaded. Roybal will get back to work on the mound after working a 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning. It'll be Paul Murrow, Phillip Rowe, and A.J. Pollock, the scheduled hitters, 4, 5, 6 for the Chill. And Paul Murrow leading off right now. Just finished up the second inning with a tremendous catch in left field as he takes a fastball at the knees 0-1. Going back, he was playing shallow initially and made a tremendous grab reaching over his shoulder as he was running back towards the wall in order to save 2 runs. Roybal working out of the windup. That's off the hands and sprayed over to the Blue Sox dugout. Seems like
looking to bring that adrenaline from that catch out in left field that saved 2 runs, like you said, right to the plate, looking to lead off this inning for the Chill.
Now Murrow faces an 0-2 count to Roybal. Chill looking to record their first hit of the game, and that breaking ball is on the outside corner for a called strike 3. Murrow goes down on 3 pitches. So far, 4 up, 4 down for Roybal and the Blue Sox.
Perfect location if you're Roybal, ahead in the count, try to get the pitcher's pitch, and that's exactly what happened there. His first strikeout of the game for Roybal.
That brings up Phillip Rowe, 2 for 6 in a couple games played with a run scored. Swings the first pitch, trickles it foul to the left side, back into the screen. Blue Sox infielders playing it pretty straight up at the moment. Same with the outfield. Suarez in left playing the deepest of all 3 outfielders. Here's the 0-1. Another swing and a foul ball. This one going towards the camera well to the left side. Quick 0-2 count to Rowe.
Roybal doing a really nice job of getting ahead in the count to all of these Chill batters so far.
Roybal, longer looking this time. He's set in the windup. And he deals the 0-2. That ball's off the hands, but that's going to settle its way into left field for a base hit in front of Suarez. Good piece of hitting from Rowe, able to fight that one off. He gives the Chill a 1-out base runner.
Yeah, and an 0-2 count, just too much plate for Roybal there. As soon as that ball was hit, he gestured to Maldonado, the catcher. Oh, that was my bad on the location.
And that'll bring up A.J. Pollock. 2 for 4 in his first couple of games. Off to a pretty good start. And he'll bat with a man on first with 1 out. The Blue Sox looking to turn 2. The second baseman Boyer, the shortstop Lara, playing in a few steps towards the second base bag. And the first pitch is off the hands. And that's going to settle in foul towards the Blue Sox dugout.
He might have broke his bat.
It was a pretty late swing.
It doesn't look like he did. He's pounding the handle of the bat on the ground to see if there's a split in his bat.
Yep, he is going to need a new piece of lumber. It's always a fun thing watching a batter go to the dugout. He's going to point, hey, that bat, that's the one I need. They'll rub some pine tar on it, and they'll sell it back in with this new piece of lumber. 0-1, 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. Blue Sox leading 2-0. That coming on the 2-run single from Malcolm Smith with the bases loaded. The second of our doubleheader here at Palm Springs Stadium, with the Palm Springs Power defeating the Manitoba North Star 6-0 as time is called at home plate.
Yeah, the Palm Springs Power had a great day at the plate. They scored 4 runs in one of those innings and 2 runs in the other.
Now Robo said once again, medium big leg kick. Showing bunt is Pollock, and it's taken outside. So that forced the third baseman Ford to start charging. It looked like the first baseman Rucker was staying around the first base bag. Right now he's keeping Rowe close. Only about a 2.5-step lead for Rowe at first. And a throw over, he gets back in standing up and kind of trips his way into the first base bag. Pace has slowed down just a little bit after Pollock broke his bat a couple pitches ago. Now Roybal set once again. Still a short lead for Rowe, who does not go. That fastball's taken inside. Good grab from Maldonado, sliding to his left. So count moves to 2-1. So far, very quiet and peaceful afternoon at the ballpark. Fans have settled in quite nicely. There's a 2-1. That's high and inside, 3-1.
Well, A.J. Pollock has gotten himself into a hitter's count here with a 3-1 count. Most likely going to see him swinging away.
Roybal took a short walk around the mound, picked up and played with the rosin bag for just a moment. His pace has slowed down significantly after tying the first 4 chill batters he's faced in order, then the single from Rowe, and it slowed down. That 3-1 is hit on the ground, shortstop. Lara's up with it, bobbles for a moment to second for 1, not in time to first to get Pollock. So the Blue Sox able to get the lead runner. That bobble, though, it's short from Lara, will not allow them to turn 2.
Fielder's choice for A.J. Pollock.
6-4 for those keeping score at home. And that'll bring up the catcher, Aaron Cook. Cook is 1 for 3 in his first 3 games. Getting the start today. He'll bat with 2 outs and Pollock over at first. A 3.5, 4-step lead at first from Pollock. It's a good lead. And Roybal steps off and throws over. Pollock has stolen 2 bases so far this season. There's another throw over, this time a dive. He's safe. And he has not been caught. To have the 7 bases the Chill have stolen as a team. Even bigger lead this time from Pollock. Inching out about 4 steps. And there he goes. The pitch is hit foul to the right side, out of play.
He would have had
right towards the batting
base.
cage.
That was a huge jump. No doubt he would have made that if it wasn't for Cook fouling off the pitch.
Well, after all that, the count is 0-1 to Cook. 7-man in the order. Moreau struck out to start the inning, then Phillip Rowe singled, and Pollock reached on a fielder's choice. Here's the 0-1. Rowe does not go. That pitch is through the hole on the right side for a base hit. Stopping at second is Pollock, and puts men on first and second with 2 outs. Second hit of the inning for the Chill.
Looks like we have a 2-out rally upon us. Jeffrey Pellegrino is going to look to keep this going for the Palm Springs Chill to get them on the board here in the home half of the second after giving up 2 runs in the top frame.
Pellegrino's the man that the Chill would 1 up right now. 2 for 5 in his first couple of games, including a double and a couple RBIs. Cook over at first, Pollock at second. And there go the runners. The throw goes through the second base, and it's way over the head of everyone. Pollock is going to come around to score thanks to the overthrow. Oh, goodness. Roybal completely forgot about all the base runners. Pollock got an unbelievable jump from second. Cook was able to follow.
A little bit of a delayed steal there from Aaron Cook, who took second base. That is what drew the throw from Maldonado behind the plate. And after that throw was sailed, A.J. Pollock scored easily.
So our score is 2-1. Cook now over at second base, and the pitch is a foul out of play to the right side towards the batting cages.
Why did the Blue Sox have 3 runs?
So Pellegrino will bat. Cook still remaining at second base. Roybal trying to work out of a jam. That pitch once again out of play to the right side. Pellegrino putting up a good battle.
The Chill responding right away after the Blue Sox scored 2 runs in the top of this inning. The Chill have 1 across here in the bottom of the second.
1-2 the count to Pellegrino. Roybal deals. That pitch once again off the end of the bat, out of play right side.
After a 1-2-3 first inning, Roybal running into some trouble here. The error throw from Maldonado did not help Roybal on the mound.
Long look in this time from Jacob Roybal. The second baseman, Boyer, trying to keep Cook close at second. It was a medium deep lead. That ball's lined back right through the middle, under the legs of Roybal in the center field. Rounding third is Cook. He's trying to score. The throw's on one hop, but off the glove of Maldonado, and it trickles away to the Chill dugout. And that allows Pellegrino to get all the way to third base. RBI single for Jeffrey Pellegrino, and he's tied the game at 2.
Nice job from Pellegrino to keep this bottom half of the inning going. All of this coming with 2 outs.
And that'll bring up Cale Thompson, the 9th man in the order for the Chill. Takes a fastball up and away. Thompson 0 for 5 in his first 3 games with a couple punch-outs. A base hit here would give the Chill a 3-2 lead. Chill have already scored twice this inning. That pitch is high and outside again, 2-0. The Blue Sox have a couple bases open if they want to use them. Although this is likely the man to go after, the 9th man in the order. The third baseman Ford playing even with the bag at third. Everyone else playing back. Here's the 2-0 from Roybal. Big swing and a miss, 2-1.
Changing speeds on that pitch. Nice change up from Roybal. Change speeds and eye level on that pitch.
Blue Sox were able to push 2 runs across in the second inning. Great play from Paul Murrow in left. Able to keep the damage to that. The Chill have answered right back with 2 of their own. Now in a tie ball game, another swing and a miss from Thompson, 2-2.
Changing speeds again. That was a fastball from Roybal. Attacking the zone.
All evened up, 2-2, 2 outs. Pellegrino over at third as the go-ahead run for the Chill in the bottom of the second. Thompson settles back into the left-handed batter's box with an open stance. Jacob Roybal comes set. He kicks and deals the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Thompson goes down on strikes, and that finally retires the side. But not before the Chill. Able to put 2 runs back on the board, aided by Jeffrey Pellegrino, RBI single, as well as Phillip Rowe getting things started with the first hit of the inning. We'll go to the third. Blue Sox 2, Chill 2 when we return.
We are all tied up 2-2. The Blue Sox went out to a 2-0 lead in the top of the second, and the Chill responded right away with 2 runs of their own in the bottom half of the second inning. And that's where we find ourselves in the top of the third. The heart of the lineup due up for the Sox. Aaron Gex digs in from the left side. Flinched at that breaking ball for strike 1. Gex, Rucker, and Maldonado due up. 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Blue Sox. Inside, strike 2 for Zellner.
This is a good sign from Zellner getting ahead 0-2, especially in the middle of the order that's going to be coming up.
Gex is 1 for 5 coming into this game. Takes ball 1 in the dirt. His first time up, back in the first inning, he struck out swinging. One of 2 strikeout victims from Zellner on the mound. Breaking ball fouled beyond the Blue Sox dugout.
This will also be a bit of an interesting test for both sides to see which pitcher can put up a shutdown inning first.
Yeah, if you're Zellner and the Chill, you were looking for a shutdown inning after you tied the game in the bottom half of the last inning. Gex flies one out to shallow center field. Cambass and Pollock coming together. Pollock calls for it and records the out. Brings up the cleanup man, Calvin Rucker. Last time he was up in the first inning, he grounded out to Kim at short. Rucker swings at the first pitch. Goes to Thompson at third, who bobbled it for just a little bit, but able to deliver it to Knoll in time for the second out of the inning.
Those are 2 big first outs for Zellner, especially trying to record a shutdown inning after his guys were able to tie the game back up at 2.
2 up and 2 down for Zellner here in the third frame. Relatively quickly, too. I think that was pitch 5 or 6 for Zellner. Brings up the catcher, Taylor Maldonado. Swings at the first pitch, and that's into the Chill dugout.
We are seeing a lot of early swings so far for both teams. They've come out aggressive.
Yes, they sure have been, Evan. Taylor, the 0-1, and that's fouled towards the left side into the dugout, or beyond the dugout into the bullpen. Taylor Maldonado is one of the 2 runs that the Blue Sox scored in the second inning. We are all tied up, and it looks even on the scoreboard. 2 runs apiece, 3 hits apiece, and 1 error apiece for both the Chill and the Blue Sox. Maldonado takes ball 1 outside. Zellner gets ready from the stretch. And that's strike 3. Taylor Maldonado is retired via strikeout, and a quick 1-2-3 inning for Zellner here in the top half of the third. We'll be right back to Palm Springs. Welcome back as we head to the home half of the third inning. We have a tied ball game, 2-2 between the Palm Springs Chill and the Washington Blue Sox. Thanks for joining us on the California Winter League YouTube channel. Top of the order due up for the Chill. First pitch swinging is Bass, who fouls it into the metal bleachers. It'll trickle down, and we'll hear it every step of the way. Bass, Kim, and Knoll, 1, 2, 3, due up here in the home half of the third inning, tied 2-2. Roybal gets sets, delivers, ball 1. 1-1 count to Bass.
Well, so far through roughly the first half of the ball game, it's been entertaining back and forth, Joey, and just as you and Jacob were predicting, the hitters are starting to catch up to the pitching.
Yeah, after a few months of not seeing live pitching, it's going to take 4 or 5 days, maybe even a week. We see some guys in the big leagues take all of spring training, which is like 3 weeks to a month, and they're still not caught up to the pitching yet. So as we go along throughout this league, we'll see the hitters produce more than we have been here in the first few days.
Essentially 3 to 4 weeks of a big showcase for all these players.
3-1 to Bass, fouls that back into the netting. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff man in the lineup. And in this inning, Cameron Bass, the second baseman, hits from the right side, faces the righty Roybal from the windup. Delivers strike 3, strikes out Cameron Bass looking. That will be strikeout number 3 for Roybal. Brings up the shortstop for the Chill, Hin-Woo Kim. Kim takes outside strike 1. Kim has shown off some nice leather out there at the shortstop position. Kim takes outside again for strike 2. Coming into today's game, Kim is 4 for 8. He grounded out to the shortstop his last time up back in the first inning. 0-2, Kim hits a chopper over to Ford, the third baseman, goes in front of Lara and delivers a strike to first base. So 2 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Tied 2-2, brings up Nick Knoll.
I said this in the previous frame for Christian Zellner, able to retire the first 2 men in order, but this is really, really big for Roybal, trying to answer Zellner's scoreless frame back with one of his own after both teams put up 2 runs in the second.
Nick takes strike 1. A big swing and a miss for Nick Knoll at the plate.
Roybal looks very, very comfortable right now. I think he's found a pretty consistent pace here in this bottom of the third inning.
Last time up, Knoll hit a chopper right back to Roybal, the pitcher. That ball looked like it might have found part of the strike zone, but that was dropped by Maldonado behind home plate. And sometimes if the catcher doesn't catch the ball cleanly, the umpire doesn't ring him up. So 1-2 count to Knoll in this 2-2 game here in the bottom of the third inning. Nobody on and 2 away. Knoll hits a line drive right at Lara at shortstop. And that will retire the side in order for Roybal here in the home half of the third inning. We head to the top of the fourth, tied 2-2 between the Chill and the Blue Sox. Bottom half of the lineup due up for the visiting Blue Sox. 6, 7, 8 hitters, Ford, Boyer, and Berg. Alexander Ford, the third baseman, steps in on the left side. He'll face the righty Zellner from the windup, fouled back and out of play for strike one. Today at the ballpark, it's Locals Day. Coachella Valley residents get in for just $5. We have promotions every single day here at the California Winter League. Inside for strike two. Ford did not love the call. Tomorrow it's 2 for Tuesdays. Get 2 tickets for the price of 1. Wednesday might be my favorite day. It's Wine Wednesday. Nice job there from Alexander Ford. Into right field. Rowe dove for it. Unable to get there. Ford rounds first base. Heading to second. Will round second base. He's headed to third for a stand-up. Maybe triple. We'll check on that to see if that was a hit or an error. That'll go down as a hit. So a leadoff triple for Ford to start the top of the fourth inning.
And that is part of the danger of making a dive on some of those in-between line drives. It was a good attempt from Rowe, but nowhere near enough time. Just the ball was way too hard for the center fielder Pollock to try and back up the play. So the ball just kind of died out there in no man's land behind him.
Brings up the second baseman, Garrett Boyer. He's the 7th man in the lineup. The Blue Sox are wearing blue tops, white pants, and Boyer's got the pink cleats on. Takes a big hack there for strike two. The infield in for the chill. All 4 infielders on the edge of the infield grass. 1-1 is just upstairs for Boyer.
Interesting strategy here from the chill. I guess they're assuming runs might be at a premium with bringing the infield in now.
Boyer takes inside, who is standing right on the plate. He's right on the edge of the batter's box. The 2-2. Line drive into left field for Boyer, who will pick up an RBI single and give the Blue Sox the lead right back here in the 4th inning. They lead 3-2.
On a really good piece of hitting from Boyer right there. He got a fastball towards the middle of the play, a little bit higher than he would have wanted it to be, leaking out towards the outer half. Mistake there from Zellner as far as where to put that 2-strike pitch, and good job by Boyer to deliver the lead for the Blue Sox.
Brings up the designated hitter, Zach Berg. Takes inside for strike one. Last time Berg was up, he reached on an error by Thompson at third base. Big cut there from Berg. Comes away empty. Alexander Ford started the inning off with a triple. Garrett Boyer brought him home with an RBI single. That's where we stand now. Blue Sox 3, Chill 2 here in the top of the 4th inning.
Well, now if you're Zellner, you've got the 8 and 9 hitters coming up. You need to try and take advantage of being in the bottom part of the order.
That ball gets in the dirt and away from Cook. We'll see Boyer advance to second base. Now a runner in scoring position for Berg at the plate.
And that really changes the complexion of this inning right now, especially with the 8-man at the plate. You thought maybe if you're the Chill, you have a chance at a double play, but now an opportunity for the Blue Sox to maybe manufacture a second run.
The 2-2 swung on and missed by Zach Berg. Dropped third strike. He goes to first base, and Nick Knoll goes and throws it away from Thompson at third base. That will allow Garrett Boyer to come home and score off of the throwing error by Knoll.
And that's a mistake right there from Cook behind the plate. I understand the ball's in the dirt. You have to deposit the out at first. But he just didn't look Boyer back over to second base, so allows him to take third pretty easily. And then, of course, you get the wild throw from Knoll.
So 2 more across for the Chill here in the top of the 4th. For the Blue Sox here in the top of the 4th, who lead 4-2 over the Chill. Saw the Blue Sox score 2 innings in the second inning, and they've done the same here in the 4th. Nobody on and 1 away for Jonathan Suarez, who struck out swinging his last time up in the second inning. Suarez takes upstairs. Suarez still looking for his first hit in this young season. He'll take strike 3 on the outside corner. Zellner picks up another strikeout looking. So nobody on and 2 away. The lineup flips over back to the top of the lineup for the Sox, and that's the center fielder Malcolm Smith, who digs in on the right side. Zellner's been painting the corners.
Malcolm Smith also had a huge 2-run single coming back in the second inning to open the scoring for the Blue Sox. Initially put them up 2-0.
Smith takes strike 2 right down the middle there from Zellner. He might have left that over the plate a little too much, but got it by Smith. That off-speed pitch in the dirt. The outfield playing a little shallow. It is a huge field out there, 400 feet in dead center. The count now full to the leadoff man, Malcolm Smith. Each foul pole is 350 feet. Huge yard out there to guard for the 3 outfielders, Murrow, Pollock, and Rowe. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That ball is put into play past Nick Knoll at first base. Rounding first is Malcolm Smith. Heading into second. He'll take a big lead after that, but he'll head back into second safely for a 2-out double.
And sometimes it's better to be a little bit lucky than good. That ball was hit right off the end of the bat from Smith. Just found a perfect spot right along the first base line inside the first base bag. And again, so much room down the lines, the ball just kind of died along the fence down the right field bullpen.
Now the shortstop hitting, Alejandro Lara, and we have a run down. Zellner threw it to Kim at short, who chases down Malcolm Smith. And that will end the inning, but not before the Blue Sox take the lead back and score 2 runs here in the top of the 4th, and they now lead 4-2. We'll be right back. Welcome back as we head into the home half of the fourth inning. Palm Springs Chill trail 4-2. Middle of the lineup due up for the Chill. Murrow's at the plate, Rowe on deck, and A.J. Pollock in the hole. That ball is blasted into right center field for a leadoff single for Paul Murrow.
Well, we saw in the second inning the Chill were able to answer back with 2 runs of their own after the Blue Sox were able to put the first 2 runs on the board. We'll see if the Chill are able to do something similar to that again as they trail 4-2 in the bottom of the fourth.
Roybal working from the stretch, looks over, delivers home. Swing and a miss from Rowe. Rowe singled his last time up in the second inning.
That was 93 miles per hour off the bat from Paul Murrow.
That ball's hit deep into left field, but that's bending foul. Philip Rowe wishing he had straightened that out.
That's another one I'd like to see the exit velocity.
Yeah, exactly.
That ball was smoked into the corner.
Murrow leads from first base. Roybal will check on him and throw over to Rucker. Murrow gets his white jersey dirty and slides back head first. The Chill wearing white tops and white bottoms, the Blue Sox in blue tops and white bottoms. Fouled straight back into the netting from Philip Rowe, who's behind in the count.
I hear Steve Ferrari down there going along the concourse doing the 50-50 raffle.
The 0-2 way out ahead of it is Rowe. He'll go down swinging. Another strikeout for Roybal.
That's a good job on Jacob Roybal's part, able to answer back after allowing that hard hit single to Murrow, being able to get the first out of the inning.
Roybal has 4 strikeouts through 3+ innings. Now with 1 on and 1 away, A.J. Pollock will dig in from the right side. Pollock reached on the fielder's choice back in the second inning. A big hack there from him. Later on, he scored after that. Roybal works from the stretch. Checks Murrow at first base. Kicks and delivers home in the dirt. Nice job from Maldonado behind the plate to keep it in front of him and keep Murrow at first base. A.J. Pollock, who's at the plate, has some speed. We saw him steal a base his last time up. Roybal gets set. The 1-0 fouled.
That was a big swing right there from Pollock. I think he was trying to tie the game up with one swing.
4-2 Blue Sox lead here in the home half of the fourth inning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joey Senna alongside Evan Smizer. As the clouds are starting to settle in over the field, a little bit overcast. Still very comfortable here at the ballpark.
Looks like Trevor McGee's also warming up in the Blue Sox bullpen. Perhaps we'll see the lefty a little bit later.
We have little to no wind here. making it very comfortable for all the fans in attendance. Foul just in front of home plate from A.J. Pollock. A.J. Pollock heading into this game was 2 for 4. Now he's 2 for 5 with the fielder's choice. Here at the start of the California Winter League 2023 season. 4-2 game. That ball's in the dirt and bounces away from Maldonado. Murrow heads to second base.
Yeah, sometimes those breaking balls can be the toughest ones to block in the dirt. If you're the catcher Maldonado, you might be sliding one way, but then with the spin of the breaking ball, it kind of bounces back in the opposite direction.
A.J. Pollock taps his bat on the plate and ready to go. Now with the runner in scoring position. Pollock fouls that straight back into the netting. A.J. Pollock from Rybrook, New York. He played some college ball at Cal State Fullerton. A long ways from home, but Cal State Fullerton not too far from Palm Springs. Great baseball program at Cal State Fullerton.
There's great baseball all over the place in California.
You're not wrong about that.
You can play all year round. My
I'm
goodness.
from California, and I'm a big believer in that, but I like to hear that from the New Jersey.
Well, we can't play baseball right now in New Jersey. All we can do is hit in the cages at best.
They have golf simulators. Do they have baseball simulators yet? I'm sure they have to back east. Back here in the home half of the fourth inning. Blue Sox leading 4-2. A.J. Pollock has a man in scoring position and a full count. Hits it up the middle and will pick up an RBI as Murrow rounds third and heads home. RBI single for A.J. Pollock. The Chill cut into the Blue Sox lead here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now trail 4-3.
Well, it's a good piece of hitting right there from Pollock. He got a fastball towards the outer half. He didn't try to do too much with it, just kind of served it back through the middle, especially with Murrow running on the pitch. No chance to try and throw him out at home.
We were talking about A.J. Pollock and his speed. Roybal checked on the runner Pollock at first right away before he even throws a pitch to Aaron Cook, who steps in the right side. And there goes A.J. Pollock. Looks like a hit and run there. That's fouled back into the metal bleachers again from Aaron Cook.
I do like the idea of putting the runner in motion, especially with Pollock representing the tying run over at first base.
I think everyone in the ballpark knows A.J. Pollock's about to run. Pollock faked the steal on that one.
Either this pitch or the next one, I'd like to see Pollock take off again. Just try and put himself in scoring position. He's already stolen one base today.
One away. The Chill already have one that have crossed the plate here in the bottom of the fourth. They find themselves down 4-3. The 0-2 hit up the middle. Lara, the shortstop, dishes to Boyer at second, who throws across to Rucker for the double play. But not before the Rush get one more here in the bottom of the fourth inning and trail 4-3. We'll be right back.
Top of the fifth inning at Palm Springs Stadium. The Blue Sox in front of the Chill 4-3 in a back-and-forth contest. Jacob Kronberg joined by Evan Schmeiser here on the California Winter League YouTube. Michael Bucchino pinch hitting in the 2 spot for the Blue Sox. He faces the new Chill pitcher Anthony Pamilia, and the first pitch laced up the middle into center field for a base hit.
Oh, you can tell Buccino was absolutely ready to play. He didn't waste any time, and that was a bullet that he laced into center field.
So Buccino aboard with tremendous speed, and Aaron Gex stepping to the plate against Pamilia, the 23-year-old from San Rafael, California. A two-way player, and his first pitch to Aaron Gex popped out of play foul. Gex 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout so far. 4-3, the Blue Sox in front of the Chill. Washington looking to become the first team in the CWL to 3 wins this year as Gex fouls one back into the netting for strike 2. One on, nobody out, top of the fifth, and a 1-run ball game. Pamilia works from a belt high set, slide step home, and it's yanked down to first. Nice snag by Knoll. Turns and goes to second for 1. Return to first, in time, double play. Pretty move, Nick Knoll getting the throw off in time, then getting back to first in that standard position to convert the double play. So now 2 outs and nobody on for Calvin Rucker. What a snag by Nick Knoll there. A ball hit on the ground at 100 miles an hour off the bat of Aaron Gex. Rucker takes in the zone for strike 1. Pamilia working out of the windup, old school hand over the head, and he spins a curve ball on the inner half for strike 2 called. Infield relatively straight up. The second baseman Bass is shaded in toward the hole. Pamilia kicks and goes, and the breaking ball pulled foul off the camera box in the left field warning track. And Pamilia ahead in the count, 0-2. Rucker 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts, both to the left side. And time is called. Pamilia right back to it. 0-2 pitch. Slow bouncer left side. Charging is Thompson. He fields. Strike to first. Gets Rucker to finish off the inning. A leadoff single, a double play, and a ground out gets Pamilia facing the minimum through the top of the fifth. We go to the home half of the frame. Blue Sox 4, Chill 3 on the California Winter League YouTube. Bottom of the fifth, the Blue Sox lead the Chill 4-3. Jacob Kronberg and Evan Schmeiser on the CWL YouTube. As the Blue Sox make their first call to the pen, they bring in the southpaw Trevor McGee to face 8-9-1 in the Chill order. Jeffrey Pellegrino, Cale Thompson, and Cameron Bass. McGee working center cut on the rubber and a first pitch fastball blown right past Pellegrino for strike one. McGee from Bensalem, Pennsylvania, played his college ball at Northampton College for 2 years. Made it all the way to the Junior College World Series. 0-1 fastball misses to Pellegrino, evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Left on right the matchup. Outfield deep and straight away against Pellegrino, who singled in a run back in the second. Middle in fastball, swung on and missed for strike two. Slightly overcast skies. There was rain in the forecast today. Never really came. A few droplets early on. But still, per Palm Springs standards, a cloudy afternoon. McGee working out of the windup. Kicks and goes. 1-2, bounce back to the mound. High chopper, McGee off the mound to his right, has it. Turns, sets his feet, fires high. It's off the glove of Rucker and down the line. Around first, going for second, Pellegrino, as Rucker finally tracks the ball down. Up against the right field fence. Pellegrino's going to reach on an error by Trevor McGee, putting the tying run in scoring position for the Chill.
I'm sure McGee has done this plenty of times in his PFPs, but he had plenty of time to make that play. So if anything, I'd rather see him take a few steps, get off of the mound, so you're throwing on more of a level plane. He threw that one from the top of the mound, and when you see that, it often ends up being an overthrow.
That's exactly what it was. Pellegrino in scoring position, great speed, nobody out for Cale Thompson. Left on left the matchup as McGee's back out of the stretch. First pitch fastball runs away for ball one.
I'm curious if we'll see Thompson square the bunt at all, especially with the tying run being at second base with nobody out.
Oh, creeping in at third as Thompson bluffs the bunt, pulls it back at strike one. It was Alexander Ford in on the grass. McGee checks the runner on second, turns and delivers the 1-1 sliced foul.
I'm a little surprised to see Thompson not square it all to bunt that time. I mean, previous two pitches were pretty good ones to try and lay down for a bunt, especially making the third baseman Ford come in to get it.
Well, it actually looks like we may have a new third baseman out there. It may have been Robbie Carling who checks in. Bukino dances behind Pellegrino at second. McGee looks that way, turns home. 1-2, popped up left side. Carling gives it a quick look, and it's out of play. Still 1-2 the count to Thompson, who's got the slightly open stance up in the left-handed box. McGee, a letter high set, checks the runner. The next 1-2, breaking ball, yanked into right field, down for a base hit. Charging is Gex. Throw in a strong one, keeping Pellegrino put at third. It's a no-out single for Cale Thompson, placing runners on the corners for the Chill with nobody out in a one-run game. 4-3 they trail.
Give Thompson credit. A really good piece of hitting, especially with a tough lefty-on-lefty matchup, getting a breaking ball going down and away from him. And a mistake from McGee. He let that breaking ball catch way too much of the plate, so it allowed Thompson to kind of throw his bat at him and serve it in the right field. Now we're up.
Bass up, top of the order for the Chill as Bass takes a fastball up for ball one. Bass 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. A chance to tie things up for his team or perhaps give him the lead if he finds a gap. McGee looks over to the man on first, and Thompson now delivers home, picking off the outside corner with a fastball for strike one. Rucker holds on Thompson at first, even with the bag and close to it, as well as Carling at third. Middle infield plays in double play depth. McGee short leg kick, and the 1-1 runs away, ball 2. Cameron Bass, 27 years of age, from Riverside, California. Went to Robert Morris University, where he was 3 times All-Conference. McGee kicks and goes, 2-1, fouled back. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. McGee's fastball in the mid to high 80s right now, about 86 miles an hour. He's topped at 88. 4-3 lead for the Blue Sox over the Chill, but the Palm Springs Chill truly threatening here in the home 5th. Runners on the corners, nobody out. McGee in need of a strikeout. Ready from the letters, looking at Thompson at first. Tight leg kick. Thompson runs. Fastball misses up. Throw down to second. Gets Thompson. And Pellegrino stays put at third. What a shoot from behind the dish by Taylor Maldonado, gunning down Cale Thompson.
I'm a little bit surprised to see Thompson taking off. You know, especially you have nobody out. You have first and third. I understand you're trying to take the double play possibility off the table, but not going to work out that time.
Full count to Bass. Infield now comes in. Payoff pitch. Sharp grounder down to third, but it hops foul. And we'll do it again. Big at-bat here in the ball game. 1-run contest. The team trailing has a man on third and less than 2 outs. Bass just needs something productive put into the field to play. All 4 infielders do remain in as McGee readies, still out of the stretch. 3-2. Popped up right side, foul. Over the bleachers it goes. And actually clean off the grandstand pull, it hops back into the seats.
Goodness, how about that? All the games I've done here, I've never seen a ball deflect like that before.
The grandstand light, actually how I caught my only ever foul ball at a game.
Where'd it happen?
Down at a Vanderbilt baseball game, actually this past year. I was watching a game, and I was down at the concession stands picking up a beverage. Came back, saw a foul ball coming, and it was going toward the football stadium behind the baseball field as Bass takes ball 4 for a walk. Ricocheted off the grandstand. Saw it take that hop, caught it cleanly.
That's quite a story.
Then I gave it away to a young fan.
Sure, understandably so. But that walk just issued the Bass. That caught stealing from Thompson's looming a little bit larger right now.
Yeah, what could have been a bases loaded situation is now once again runners on the corners, now with 1 away for Hyunwoo Kim. Kim 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts, both to the pull side as the infield plays halfway. McGee checks Bass off first. Long pause on the mound, and time is called at home plate by Kim. Granted by the home plate umpire, Nate Dietrich.
We saw Bass take several kind of shuffle steps, trying to at least show some aggression, the possibility they might take off. I'd be surprised if he goes right here.
We saw the arm behind the plate by Maldonado. McGee delivers to the plate and gets a called strike on the outer half with a fastball. 0-1 to Hyunwoo Kim. Woo Kim from Silverwater, Australia, played most recently with Cross Baseball. Takes a big cut and whiffs at a heater for strike 2.
If you're Kim, you really need to shorten up your swing right here. That looked like he was trying to hit a go-ahead 3-run homer, count him off balance a little bit. He needs to put something into play.
We've seen just 1 homer at the stadium so far, 3 at the turf field, after Jacob Newton sent one deep today. Pellegrino leads in foul territory off of third, a short lead for Bass off of first as Rucker holds him on. McGee checks both guys, 0-2. Lined right side, caught on a line. Diving snag by Garrett Boyer, taking away a hit from Hyunwoo Kim. And now a chance for Pamilia to really work out of this jam with 2 down.
Talk about perfect positioning. Boyer only had to go a couple steps over to his left, and honestly, that really saved the run right there.
Runners on the corners now 2 down for Nicholas Knoll. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
How big would it be right here if McGee's able to work out this jam after allowing Pellegrino to get on the third with nobody out?
I mean, it would completely recapture the momentum. Runner goes from first, pitch up and in, mishandled by Maldonado, and Bass into second base safely with the stolen bag. Now 2 in scoring position for Knoll. If you're McGee, you could pick your poison. Knoll here, or Paul Murrow on deck. Knoll 0 for 2, Murrow 1 for 2. McGee, a letter high set. The 0-1 lifted foul out of play on the right side, and McGee now ahead, 0-2.
Now, if you're McGee, you have all sorts of options here. You don't, not only do you have a base open, but you have Knoll buried right now, 0-2. So you have a couple pitches where you can either waste or try to set him up with something else.
Oh, 2 hole, 4-3. The Blue Sox leading, trying to keep it that way. McGee from the first base side of the rubber delivers home, and the breaking ball bends around the outside corner for a ball.
That was a close pitch. It had Knoll a little bit off balance, not sure if he wanted to pull the trigger.
Still a count advantage for the left-hander Anthony Pamilia. Rather, McGee. McGee set. McGee goes home, misses up with the heater. Deuce is wild at Palm Springs Stadium. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on in what is a 1-run ball game in the late innings.
We need to see McGee's best pitch right here. I mean, the 0-2 pitch, trying to wrap around the breaking ball the outside corner, that was a good pitch. The 1-2 fast right there, not really all that competitive. You don't want to go to full count if you can avoid it.
Infield hangs to the pull side. Pellegrino and Bass off their respective bases, and the 2-2 driven out toward left field. Deep in left it goes. Tracking back is Suarez. He's there to make the catch and put an end to the chill threat. 2 runners reached, 2 were stranded. We're going to the 6th. Blue Sox still in front 4-3 on the California Winter League YouTube. Top of the sixth, the 4-3 lead for the Blue Sox, who are up to bat as Taylor Maldonado takes a slow curve right between the numbers and earns a free base as the form of an insurance run for Washington in this top of the sixth. Jacob Kronberg, Evan Schmeiser coming to you live from Palm Springs Stadium and an overcast Palm Springs today, but still beautiful and a great day for ball. 1 on, nobody out. Robbie Carling gets his first at-bat. Came in as a defensive replacement in the last half inning and barely misses a fair ball down the left field line. And Carling behind in the count, 0-1.
That was close. I think a couple Blue Sox players thought that ball might have snuck its way over the third base bag, and that would have been trouble. Would have definitely put men on second and third with nobody out.
Absolutely. Both guys run well in Maldonado and Carling. Robbie Carling spent his season in the Frontier League this past spring and summer with the Empire State Grays, the travel-only team that played all 96 games on the road. Kudos to them, but it was a tough season at that in terms of picking up victories.
That's a difficult road, just traveling constantly over the course of an entire summer.
There's a lot of places to go as the breaking ball misses in. 1-2 now to Carling. You've got your teams in the Northeast, in the New York Boulders, the Tri-City Valley Cats, the Jackals, the Miners, and such forth. You got 3 teams in Canada with the Titans, the Eagles, and the Capitals as Carling swings and misses over a breaking ball for strike 3. And that right there, along with the Grays, is just the eastern side of it. You've got teams in Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Illinois.
So it makes for some long road trips and a lot of time to get to know one another.
A lot of hours on the bus, that's for sure, for the Grays. Tight one here, though, 4-3. Sox leading the chill. Maldonado off of first as Mitch Morales digs in for his first at-bat, and he laces one into left center field gap. It's down, and they're going to bounce toward the wall. Ball still rolling as the center fielder Pollock is over to pick it up. Around third is Maldonado. He'll come in to score. Into second, standing up is Morales, who comes up big off the bench, an RBI double to extend the Sox lead to 5-3.
Well, how big is that for Morales? As you said, Jacob, coming off the bench cold. I mean, first pitch swinging. That ball was smoked into the left center field alleyway. And, of course, with the speed of Maldonado running well, especially for a catcher, no chance to throw him out. And a huge insurance run for the Blue Sox.
Grass is pretty thick here. We haven't seen too many liners that have made it all the way to the wall. That one with still some pace on it. First pitch. Breaking ball lifted into left field by Vince Garcia. This one a much easier play for Murrow, who makes the catch for out number 2. Now 11, 5-3 lead for Washington, who sends up another pinch hitter, James Cross, to hit for Jonathan Suarez with a man on second and 2 down. And Cross bounces the first pitch foul at home plate for strike 1.
And a big opportunity for Cross right here. Making this a 3-run deficit would really make it tough on the chill.
Cross pulls one foul out of play into the batting cages down the right field line. That is behind 0-2.
I'll give the Blue Sox credit once again on this note. We talked about early in the broadcast how they were struggling offensively coming into today.
Fastball in the dirt. Doesn't hit Cross on the bounce, but advancing to third on the wild pitch is Mitch Morales.
I can't believe that ball didn't hit him. I think that hit everything except Cross.
Might have gone straight through the 5-hole. I thought it was going to hit him in the calf or something when he hopped up. And Pamilia steps off to regroup. Pamilia entered the game after 4 innings from Christian Zellner, the chill starter, as Pamilia misses low for ball 2. Morales off of third, leading in foul territory. Righty on lefty matchup as Pamilia goes through the windup. Missing up and out with another fastball. Full count now to Cross. With Killian Bloat waiting on deck. Three-two. Bounce to the left side. Through the hole for a base hit. In to score is Morales. As Murrow charges and gets it in, an RBI single for James Cross. Blue Sox have added 2 to their lead. They're now in front by 3, leading 6-3 over the Chill. How impressive these guys straight off the bench cold, producing big time. And here's another bench piece, at least today, in Killian Bloat. He'll bat for the leadoff man, Malcolm Smith. Right on right the matchup. Bloat with the high hand stance goes after the first pitch and pulls it foul on the left side.
And really an unbelievable job by these Blue Sox pinch hitters, especially those 2 runs adding on. A three-run game for the Blue Sox compared to a 1-run game. It just makes everyone in that dugout so much more comfortable. And give them a lot of credit, being able to execute with runners in scoring position where the Chill have come up short, especially in the later innings.
Yeah, 3's a much nicer cushion than 1. Short lead off first for Cross. Curveball home. On the inner half, called a strike to Bloat. Pamilia ahead of him, 0-2. Both bullpens inactive as each side is on their second pitcher. Cross runs. Fastball behind Bloat, caught in the air by Cook. And no throw to second. You don't see that every day. A pitch that goes behind a batter, caught like a standard pitch by the catcher.
Yeah, that was pretty bizarre. It was aided, though, with it being a slow breaking ball going behind the batter.
1-2, slow dribbler, foul at home plate. Right off the plate it went. Backspin brought it back into foul territory. Cross now in scoring position after the stolen base. His second of the year. His team in front 6-3 here in the road 6th. Pamilia kicks and goes. Bouncer up the middle. Behind the bag is Kim. Throws on the move and gets Bloat to end the inning. But not before the Blue Sox tack on to their lead with a pair of runs. They're in front 6-3 as we go to the home 6th on the CWL YouTube. Home half of the 6th, the Blue Sox lead the Chill 6-3. Jacob Kronberg here. To my left is Evan Schmeiser. As Trevor McGee is back out for his second inning of work, and he pierces a fastball through the zone for strike 1 called to Paul Murrow. A strikeout in the second, a walk and a run scored in the 4th. is the day for Paul Murrow, as well as a nice catch out and left. McGee out of the stretch. 0-1, bounce to the right side. Charging is Morales. He makes the play on a soft toss to first, getting Murrow for out number 1. So Murrow led off. It's Phillip Rowe and A.J. Pollock to follow. The 3 outfielders batting sequentially here in the 6th. Rowe singled back in the 2nd inning, has one of the 6 chill hits. But Palm Springs needed an answer. Gave up 2 runs in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th. They trail 6-3. And the first pitch to Rowe popped up down the right field line, drifting out the first baseman Rucker, and he can't make the catch. Right off the outside portion of his glove, and it drops in. It's going to be an error against Calvin Rucker, allowing a man to reach.
And if you're the Chill, you really need to take advantage of that. Really the first mistake we've seen, well, granted, 3rd error of the day for the Blue Sox, but you're trailing by 3 runs. You only have 5 outs to play with. You need to get at least 1, if not 2 here.
3 guys on base generally lead to bigger innings, and that's what the Chill just got. 1 on, 1 out for A.J. Pollock. Pollock's been on base twice. He's got a couple of stolen bases as well, as he watches strike 1 land in the zone. 0-1 the count to the Chill center fielder. Left on right the matchup. In at 3rd is Carling. McGee's 0-1. Popped foul out of play on the right side. And McGee quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. 6 runs on 9 hits for Washington, who's been good offensively. Defensively, not so much. They've committed 3 errors. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Chill. They've committed 1 error on the defensive side of the ball. McGee, a letter high set, checks Rowe at first. Short leg kick, the 0-2 home. Sliced foul into the netting. Good spoil by Pollock behind the plate. Outfield deep and straight away against Pollock. Infield as the corners in. Middle infield and double play depth as Pollock takes a fastball low. Big inning for McGee, trying to put up a 0 and keep this a 3-run ball game, especially when that insurance came in the top half of the frame.
I mentioned a moment ago just how important those 2 runs really look for the Blue Sox, especially just an inning prior. The Chill were able to get a man over at 3rd base, nobody out, a caught stealing, and a couple strikeouts later, and they come up empty.
Missed opportunities, the name of the game. Who capitalizes more? So far today, it's been the Blue Sox. McGee working staggered stance on the mound, slight bend to the back leg. His 1-2. Lifted out toward right center field. Moving over into the gap, reaching up and making the catch is Aaron Gex. Good play on the move by Gex. On a ball that if it got down would have led to a run more likely than not. Instead, it's a deep fly out off the bat of Pollock for out number 2.
How about that athletic play from Aaron Gex, ranging over from the right field spot into the right center field alleyway. He's a big guy, but really showed off some tremendous athleticism.
Got a great break, ran it down, and it's a big second out. Keeping Rowe put on first for Aaron Cook with 2 day. First pitch fastball outside, a gliding stop on the knee pads by the catcher Maldonado to his right.
We mentioned a moment ago, the Blue Sox have not been all that good defensively, but really just excellent time to show off some leather if you're Gex.
Infield plays Cook to pull. Hugging the line at 3rd is Carling as the fastball misses up and out for ball 2. Cook, 24 years of age, from Hammond, Indiana, went to Indiana State University. Short leadoff first for Rowe. McGee works home in the 2-0. Good two-seam fastball. Swung through for strike 1. McGee looking to put up his second straight 0 out of the pen. He agrees on a sign with Maldonado. Letter high set. Long pause, and Cook calls time. Around the infield, Robbie Carling, Michael Bucchino, Mitch Morales, and Calvin Rucker left to right. 3 of those guys new into the ball game. Outfield left to right goes James Cross, Killian Bloat, and Aaron Gex. Gex the only starter still in. And Maldonado behind the dish defensively for the Sox. 2-1, runner goes. Pitch up and out. Maldonado's throw to second. A beauty. And they get Phillip Rowe. Rowe thought he slid underneath the tag, but no, sir, says umpire Roman Frecking, as Maldonado throws out yet another base runner. McGee goes scoreless in the 6th. We're going to the 7th, 6-3, Blue Sox in front on the CWL YouTube.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Evan Schmeiser, joined by Joey Senna. We're set for the top of the 7th inning. Blue Sox will take their final at bat as they lead 6-3. Blue Sox putting up double-digit runs, 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, and 2 big insurance runs coming back in the 6th inning. We're back at the top of the order. Bloat, Bucchino, and Gex, the scheduled batters. Appleton on the ground to third base. It's off the glove initially of Familia, the new third baseman, not in time to get Bloat at first. That will go down as a base hit.
Leadoff single for Bucchino here in the top of the 7th. Brings up the left-hander.
So Aaron Gex will bat. So he takes a pitch low. New pitcher in the ballgame, Cale Thompson, making his 2nd appearance of the season. He's thrown 1 inning in 1 outing, allowing a couple hits, 2 earned runs. And the runner goes, throw down to second base, not in time. The ball goes into center field, no advancement on the play.
The Blue Sox with a 6-3 lead despite the 3 errors they've committed on defense. But they've dug themselves out of that hole by recording 10 hits.
So good job from Bucchino, able to take second base. The Blue Sox trying to add on a 4th insurance run. Aaron Gex started this ball game 0 for 3 so far today with a strikeout, flew out to center field, also hit into a double play. As he stares down a 1-2 count from Thompson. Thompson Familia essentially flip-flop spots from third base in the pitcher's mound. So that ball's hit high in the air and deep down the right field line, and that ball's going to be foul into the right field corner. Goodness, Gex really gave that ball a ride, just a little bit ahead of it.
Gex got a hold of that one, just a smidge foul down that right field line.
So we'll have to settle for a long foul ball. Gex will dig back in the left-handed batter's box. As he stares down a 1-2 count from Cale Thompson. Bucchino over at second base. He swings and misses. Looks like a breaking ball down and in. Swung right over the top of it. So one down here in the top of the 7th.
Bummer for Gex to have that huge foul ball and then the very next pitch strike out.
That'll bring up Calvin Rucker. He's grounded out all 3 times at the plate. A snap throw behind the runner, not in time to get Bucchino. Pretty good idea right there from Thompson with Kim sneaking in behind from the shortstop side. Second baseman Bass playing over towards the first base bag a couple steps. As that breaking ball is taken a little low, 1-0. 6-3 is our score in the top of the 7th inning. 1 out. Bucchino came into the game in the 5th inning. Single to get us started. That pitch is taken low, 2-0. Both teams answer with 2 runs of their own in the 2nd. The Blue Sox put up 2 in the 4th. Chill answered back with 1 in the 4th. That ball's popped up off the hands. Coming in as the second baseman, Bass to make the catch a couple steps shy of the infield grass. So 2 away here in the 7th. And Chill unable to cash in. The opportunity with nobody out. And a man over at third base back in the 6th inning. That's where we stand, 6-3. Blue Sox able to put 2 runs of their own up in the 6th.
Yeah, when you have a runner on third base or a runner in scoring position in general and less than 2 outs, you need to take advantage and score those runs while you can.
Swinging the first pitch and tapping it foul left side to the Chill dugout is Maldonado, the catcher. 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored back in the 2nd. It was hit by a pitch and scored in the 6th.
You talk about missed opportunities. The Blue Sox have committed 3 errors and just unable to take advantage of it is Palm Springs.
That one pitch is launched into the right center field alleyway. Over to his right to get it is Rowe. And coming around to score is Michael Bucchino. He'll trot in standing up. Second hit of the day for Maldonado. It's an RBI single. And that makes the 7-3 game in favor of the Blue Sox in the last of the 7th.
This game was close for a lot of the game. It was 2-2 until the 3rd inning. The Sox got 2 more runs in the 4th. Palm Springs responded in the bottom of that inning, but the Blue Sox pulling away late.
Robbie Carling takes a fastball up and in, ball 1. Caused him to kind of duck outside of the right-handed batter's box. Carling came into the game in the 5th inning for Alexander Ford. Struck out in his only at bat. That ball's ripped fair down the third base line. Past the diving Familia. Around second, going to third is Maldonado. He slides in safely. Going to second on the throw is Carling. That puts him out in second and third with 2 outs.
The Blue Sox came to hit today. They have 12 hits on 7 runs. We've talked about it all day today. The hitters finally catching up to the speed of live pitching.
So that'll bring up Mitch Morales. Another substitution who came on in the 5th inning. Doubled in his only at-bat in the 6th. He came around the score and also drove in a run. Takes a fastball a little high for a ball, 1-0. Maldonado over at third, Carling at second base. The Blue Sox lead 7-3 in the top of the 7th. Mentioned a moment ago, 12 hits on the day for the Blue Sox. Definitely the most we've seen here at the stadium in the early goings of the California Winter League. Morales takes a fastball in the inner half for a called strike.
The Blue Sox have a comfortable lead, 7-3, but if you can get 1 more, then you're going to be really feeling good about the bottom of this inning.
That ball's hit in the air to center field. It chases Pollock back several steps. Now he's got to beat on it. Camps under it to put it away to retire the side. So down go the Blue Sox, but not before. Able to add on some insurance thanks to the big RBI single from Taylor Maldonado. We go to the last of the seventh, the Chill. See what they can do about their 7-3 deficit. Welcome back. We're set for the bottom of the seventh inning. Last opportunity for the Chill to cut into their 7-3 deficit against the Blue Sox. Chill putting up 3 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. Blue Sox 7 runs, 12 hits, and 3 errors. Trevor McGee set to get going for his 3rd inning of work out of the bullpen for Jacob Roybal, who went the first 4 innings. McGee coming on, delivering 2 clean innings out of the pen. He delivers a first pitch fastball outside to Aaron Cook. Cook 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored back in the second, bounced into a 6-4-3 double play in the fourth. Takes a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Possibly taking all the way here in the last frame. It's Cook, Jeffrey Pellegrino, and Anthony Pamilia, the scheduled hitters, 7, 8, 9. Pitch from left to McGee. Swung right underneath it, 1-2 the count.
Glad we were able to watch these 2 games today. We weren't sure yesterday. The forecast showed rain. We've had scattered clouds throughout the day, but only a few drops here and there.
It's looking like it'll stay completely dry. McGee set in the line, a bit of a longer look in. He kicks and deals the 1-2 to Cook. Big swing and a miss. Got Cook off balance with a high fastball. He goes down swinging for the first out.
The Blue Sox trying to make quick work here in the home half of the 7th inning. Up 4 runs.
Only the first strikeout recorded from McGee. Nonetheless, they'll take it, looking for a 3-inning save. He delivers a fastball a little high to Pellegrino. Jeffrey Pellegrino singled back in the second, reached on an error in the 5th. 1 out, nobody on, the bottom of the 7th inning. Pellegrino takes a fastball on the inside corner. It was off the glove of the catcher Maldonado. Gets the strike call nonetheless.
Yeah, if you're McGee, when you have a 4-run lead like you do right now, already 1 out, you just want to attack that strike zone and don't walk anybody. If someone beats you, let them beat you with their bat.
Inside 2-1. The big thing talking about with the Blue Sox coming into this game, they were doing everything right except hitting the ball. Came into today hitting only 184, but the 7 runs and 12 hits on the board likely solve any potential questions involving the offense.
That'll make those stats look better.
The 2-1 from McGee's delivered low, 3-1.
All right, if you're McGee right now, you have to attack the strike zone. Don't let this batter get away from you. You do not want to issue any free passes here with a 4-run lead.
Here's the 3-0 from McGee. Kicks and deals out of the windup. Goes with a breaking ball and it settles into the outside corner to the righty Pellegrino. So we move to a full count. Blue Sox trying to move to 3-1 in the season. Looking to deliver the Chill their 3rd consecutive loss after winning on opening day. Here's the 3-2 from McGee. Fastball, that's line foul down the right field line, out of play. That ball rolls right on past the batting cages down the right field line in between the batting turtle. So we'll do it again. Pellegrino set, staring down a 3-2 pitch from Trevor McGee. That ball's ripped foul down the left field line. It rattles its way through the bleachers.
Yep, if you're McGee, just keep pounding that strike zone. Let him hit in. You got to trust the guys behind you.
It's a couple foul balls. We'll do it again with the count still full. 3-2 from McGee. Big swing and a miss. The ball gets away from Maldonado. He throw down the first. It's in time. Good play by Maldonado, sticking with that breaking ball in the dirt. It bounced away a little bit to his right, but he was able to retrieve it and get Pellegrino by a step. So the Chill.
It bounced away a lot for Maldonado, but his athleticism able to get to that ball, and he delivered an absolute strike to Rucker at first base to get the strike 3 out.
So the Chill down to their final out. It'll be Cale Thompson re-entering the game for Anthony Pamela as he swings and misses at a fastball. Lefty on lefty matchup. Pamela initially came into the game as a defensive replacement in the 7th inning, but Thompson re-enters to hit. He's 1 for 2 today with a single coming back in the 5th. Takes a breaking ball low and outside, 1-1. As the ball trickles away from Maldonado.
Yeah, we have spring training rules here at the California Winter League. The managers do what they please. They can bring guys in, bring guys back in, either in the outfield or get more plate appearances as well.
Here's the 1-1 from McGee with 2 outs and nobody on base. That's off the hands, popped up foul out of play to the left side. Might hear from back home, rolling down the bleachers. Now the Chill down to their final strike. They trail 7-3 to the Washington Blue Sox in the bottom of the 7th inning. You're tied up at 2 heading into the 4th, and it's been Blue Sox all the way. Here's the 1-2 from McGee. Fastball at the knees for a called strike 3. Trevor McGee comes on for a 3-inning save to deliver the win for Jacob Roybal and the Washington Blue Sox. He strikes out the side in order here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Blue Sox hold on to win 7-3. Blue Sox move to 3-1 in the season. The Chill are left searching for answers. They lose their 3rd game in a row and fall to 1-3. 2 entertaining games here at Palm Springs Stadium today. We'll be back at it tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, as the Chill will take on the Lumberjacks, followed by the Grizzly taking on the Rush. I'm Evan Schmeiser, joined by Joey Santa. You also heard from Jacob Kronberg throughout the day. Really is a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to the California Winter League YouTube channel. We'll see you tomorrow. First pitch, 10 a.m.